Al-Ansar presents Ramadan Special. Read, recite, reflect. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير. O our Lord, we put our trust but in you alone, and turn but to you alone, and to you alone is our return in the end. This was the dua of Ibrahim ﷺ and his followers. This dua means, O Allah, in all matters we put our trust in you, and we hand over all our matters to you. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saying, there is a surah in the Quran which contains 30 ayah which keeps interceding for a man until his sins are forgiven. This surah is blessed is he in whose hand is the dominion, i.e. Surah Al-Mulk. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, whoever reads Al-Mulk every night, Allah will protect him from the torment of the grave. At the time of the Messenger Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we used to call it Al-Mani'ah, that which protects. In the book of Allah there is a chapter, and whoever recites it every night has done very well. Quran 29th Juz Summary. The 29th Juz includes Surah Mulk, Qalam, Haqqa, Ma'arij, Nuh, Jinn, Muzammil, Muddathir, Qiyamah, Insan and Mursala. Allah says in Surah Mulk that there is none to replace His innumerable bounties if He should ever snatch them away from people. People should therefore trust only in Allah because He has created both life and death and only He controls them. Surah Qalam makes it clear that the character of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the highest in caliber. Allah also instructs Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to exercise patience and not to supplicate to Allah in anger, as Hazrat Yunus alayhi salatu wasallam did. The surah also warns the kuffar about the punishment they stand to face in this world as well as in the akhirah. A startling description of Qiyamah is given in Surah Haqqa, where Allah also speaks of the punishment that the kuffar will receive and the rewards that will accrue to the pious. Allah concludes the surah by stating that the Quran is definitely a revelation from Allah and neither a composition of a poet nor the ramblings of a fortune teller. In Surah Ma'arij, Allah says that man is a weak creature who becomes perplexed when facing any adversity and miserly when enjoying good fortune. Allah warns all miserly people who hoard their wealth that they should be aware of the terrible fire of Jahannam which will strip off their skins. Surah Nuh recounts the story of Hazrat Nuh ﷺ, who tirelessly preached to his people for a long time. However, the wretched people refused to accept his message and relentlessly opposed him. Frustrated by this stubborn attitude, Hazrat Nuh ﷺ eventually prayed to Allah to destroy them. As a result of this, they were drowned in a deluge, which spared only the mu'mineen with Hazrat Nuh ﷺ in the ark. Surah Jinn speaks of the praises that some jinn expressed about the Quran when they heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam reciting it. They believed in the Quran and attested to Allah's oneness. The surah also makes it clear that only Allah possesses knowledge of the unseen, of course. Allah does impart a bit of His knowledge to His Anbiya by means of divine revelation. In Surah Muzammil, Allah addresses Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the one who is shrouded in a blanket. Allah commands Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to stand in salah for half the night or less and to recite the Quran in slow, measured tones. Worshipping Allah during the night is an effective means of purifying the soul and readily accepted by Allah. Allah also encourages zakah and spending in charity because any good act will be of tremendous benefit in the akhirah. With a different word, Muddathir, Allah again addresses Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one shrouded in a blanket. Allah commands Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to propagate Islam and to him the praises of Allah's glory and grandeur. Allah also commands Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to abstain from all impurities and to behave kindly towards people without expecting anything in return. As in many previous surahs, Allah urges Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to patiently endure the harassment of the kuffar without retaliation. The surah also stresses that the Quran is a book of guidance that will benefit those people whom Allah leads aright. In Surah Qiyamah, Allah instructs Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he should not exert himself to repeat immediately the words of revelation when it is revealed to him. He has to listen attentively, after which Allah would ensure that he remembered everything. Allah says in Surah Dahr that He instilled the capacity to discern between right and wrong in every person. Man therefore has the choice either to be grateful to Allah or to be ungrateful. However, the ungrateful will have to suffer the punishment for their ingratitude, while the grateful will be immensely rewarded with the eternal bliss of Jannah. Allah laws the mu'mineen who, despite their own need, assist the needy without expecting remuneration or even a word of thanks in return. The juz concludes with Surah Mursalah, which confirms that Qiyamah will definitely take place. It will be a day when Allah's judgment will be decisive and binding. Whoever wishes to be obedient shall be such. On the other hand, those people whose evil acts have surrounded them shall remain rebellious and will have to face the punishment for their acts.
يا لا لا